Welcome, everybody. It is Saturday night. It is time for the Snakes and Spice show. No, sorry. That's the show I'm starting with AOA. So, this is Saturday Night Special, the show that you don't know what's going to happen because Pete will probably have to edit something out. So, sit back. We got a new game. We got a new game for you guys tonight with a chance to win a book. So, you guys need to stick around and hang out with us. We've got a lot of fun stuff going on, so let's just get it started.
Let's do it. Nice.
I almost didn't wake up.
The book up for grabs tonight. Is it my 13-year-old copy of The Count of Monte Cristo I got from Barnes and Noble?
Fuck it, sure. No, it's going to be a nice signed J. Scott Campbell book.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought it was Kyle's personal journals of No Nut November, where he documented every day he went without nutting. So each one's like
each day he gets more and more formal in his.
It's just 5 pages of day one of No Nut November. Next page, day one of No Nut November.
And at the end, damn. Day one. Damn.
What's up, GT?
November.
Hey, Gordon. How's it going? Yeah. I know Tyson loves games.
November 30th. Day one of No Nut November. Damn it. How's everyone's Halloween?
What's up, Bri? All right, what?
How's your Halloween?
Halloween was pretty chill. We have like this neighborhood tradition where some of the houses will kind of conglomerate on different people's driveways and hand out candy together. And I kind of think that I don't ever want to participate in that. I went back to my house and I stood guard by myself.
Bullseye.
And handed out candy to all the kiddos, and I told them scary things, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna
the interest rate will cripple you.
Groceries there's like
bankrupt you.
Things that millennials find terrifying.
Yeah.
You will have to buy a house one day.
Student loans don't just go away. They follow you forever.
You're not really in charge.
But
you'll be living with your parents forever.
I know the feeling. I'm really excited about the game tonight. I had a lot of fun putting this game together. So,
well, I'm excited for it, Kyle. I'll be honest. When you told me the concept, I was like, this could be a really wild time. It sounds absolutely hilarious because I have been scrolling through and seeing what you described to me and shaking my own head at people who fell victim to this particular thing. I don't want to give away too much, but
yeah, I'll explain it later. But yeah,
it's super hilarious. You guys are gonna your jaws will drop. It's gonna be outstanding.
So we'll wait. We'll do the news. We'll let some more people trickle in, and then.
Oh, I did put up a warm-up slide.
Oh, let's get our warm-up slide going then.
All right, warm-up slide, huh?
Damn it! I forgot to post it on Instagram that we had a game to play tonight.
Why isn't this opening?
I think Pete put it up there.
Yeah, Pete put it up there, and
oh, did he? Cool.
I liked it.
Nice, good job.
That's how the internet works.
Someone had to. Now everybody knows that you liked it.
All right, so
yes, they do.
a redditor gets called out on "Am I the a-hole?" For telling a comic book store owner that Amazon is way cheaper. So these are the words of the redditor. And he says, I'm a huge fan of the Sandman series by Neil Gaiman. Lately, I've been looking around for the absolute editions,
What's up, Luke?
which are essentially the nicest, most expensive versions of certain graphic novels or comics. My local comic shop had 5 volumes in stock, priced at $125 a piece. So had I bought all of them, it would have been $600 plus tax. While I was browsing, I looked up the price on Amazon, and they're going for $72 a piece. So $360 plus tax for the entire lot. Meanwhile, the owner of the shop came over to me and asked if I needed help with anything. I said no, but went on to explain my interest in the Sandman Absolute editions. I told him that I love the books, but I can't justify buying them from here like a lot of other products of theirs, since they were nearly twice as expensive as Amazon. He seemed pretty offended and went on to tell me condescendingly that, I'm running a local business, right? What did you expect? We can't sell things at the same price as Amazon, and walked off in a huff.
That is a fine line there. That is a fine line there, because either do you support the local, the local establishment, or the giant that's ruining everything? I mean, who doesn't go to Amazon though?
Well, they clearly the interests at play here is he has an interest in spending as little as possible on these books, and the shop owner has an interest in keeping his business afloat, and so he has to price accordingly. So the question is, at what point do you use Amazon as a negotiation tactic? Because clearly, you can often negotiate these prices down. He didn't have to say.
Walmart has yet to negotiate my shopping bill down. I have tried, and Walmart will not do it.
Well, they have a lot of power, but
I don't use Amazon. I use the old Corbin tactic of this book has some dirt on it, and that's how I usually get my discount.
There's lots of negotiation tactics you can use at an LCS that you're not going to be able to use on Amazon.
Apple stocks are down 10 points.
What are you, Big Daddy?
Chances sometimes the local comic book shop has his best interest in mind, not the customer.
Well, I think everybody has their own best interest in mind, and that's why you see the price as they are. But
of course.
there's often a middle ground, and he comes in and he says, "I'm not going to buy from you. I'm going to buy from Amazon because it's almost half the price." And of course, at that point, the negotiation's over, right? Shop owner has no leverage at that point.
Well, the shop owner's not going to cut it in half, so there is no negotiation there.
I mean, maybe not in half, but you could say, "Hey, would you be willing to do?" He's got them $125 a piece. Say, "Hey, let me buy all 4 for $480 or $450."
Yeah, but the 360 is still better.
Yeah, sure, it's still better, but then you got to go on Amazon. And do you really want to support Amazon? I don't know. So,
just for shits and giggles.
Buffy, you have to remember, it probably costs the store owner more to bring the book in, than the bigger buying power of Amazon.
Hey, Matt, how much are they on Amazon right now?
Right? hold 1 second. Let me check eBay. Says every comic book shop owner right now. It's that stuff too. But I did the same thing. I went around and I was buying the Chainsaw mangas, Chainsaw Man, and they were cheapest on Amazon, so I ordered them off of Amazon.
Yeah, they usually are.
Yeah.
Dirty or not, I wasn't going to negotiate because I could just get them cheaper off of Amazon. That is true, Gordon.
Yeah, I will say if you're looking to get like the first one to try it out, go to your LCS.
So
and then you will, I guess.
Here's
At
another
least give
thing.
your local press, I guess. So,
Here's another thing about Amazon. So they will monitor items that, so you can sell, there's lots of different sellers on Amazon. It's not just Amazon. There's lots of little mom and pop arbitrage operations operating on Amazon. I know a guy who sells toys on Amazon.
I know a guy.
And what would happen was he would set a competitive price for a particular toy. And in this, let's say a Mandalorian helmet. That was one of the things he was selling. A metallic, or no, it was a full metal Mandalorian.
Oh, Sam got taken down.
Matt.
The government doesn't want you to know what Sam's talking about, so they took him out.
Right?
Yeah.
They're watching those Threshold boys.
Yeah.
Bidley
Double
took him
J
out.
says, I don't think
Better with
either
Amazon.
party is wrong. I'll say this much, though. Two
Sorry about
times as much is a bit too high. Like it or not, Amazon is competition here. Like Sam said, a bundle discount or something would be an incentive.
Sorry, my freaking internet.
Matt.
And anyway, he was pricing his toys competitively, and then Amazon, the company, came in and undercut by 40%.
They did. eBay, you're looking at about $125, like this says, per volume. Amazon, you're looking about anywhere from $65 to $70. But the other thing you got to look at too is, are they out of print? Is this something that's out of print? Because if it's out of print, Amazon, eBay's always going to be higher because and the store price is always going to be higher because it's something they can't readily order. As to where you're probably going to get a discount from it on Amazon because there's probably a bunch of them sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
But Amazon is predatory for sure, and even to the people who are using their platform, they are predatory. So he got priced out of the market by Amazon itself because they undercut the prices by 40 to 50%. And it's anti-competitive behavior, and eventually it's going to put everybody out of business except for Amazon itself.
I found it for $50.
They should only charge sticks and brews at a premium at local comic book shops.
I found it brand new for $61 and used for $50.
There's not a whole. I don't normally buy, but I'm a different breed. I don't like omnibuses, and so I like single issues.
Yeah.
So I don't really normally ever buy books from Amazon.
Brian is like yelling. Brian is really excited about this.
I noticed about half. I see all these people get great deals at half price books, but for some reason here in Arizona, you don't get those good deals at the half price books. Like I see people posting.
I found the Spider-Man 300 at half price books. Did I do good?
For $9.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You sell it to me for $10. Make a
But
profit.
that's but this is something that Jesse James taught me. For stuff like this, sometimes it's worth the local comic book store to take the hit on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it gets you to come back. And what'll end up happening is you give them a few good deals here and there. They're gonna spend 10 times more money than they would have originally by just buying, like the $600 books. Eventually, after time, they're going to spend so much more money there because they know they're getting a deal, or they'll
you're
get
in
a
the business
deal.
of making customers, right?
Yeah.
You just lost a customer by telling them, "Hey, I'm sorry that's so much, but I'm not going to do anything for you."
Yeah.
And maybe he would for like 20% more. The Amazon was charging just because it was an LCS. But now you'll never know.
That's something I've talked to Jesse about. I'm like he sold me an X-Men 94. I think he sold it to me for like God, I can't remember what it was. It's like $70. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, do you know how much money you've spent here? He's like, I'll give this book to you for $70. You know what? You're going to come back. What's the first place you're going to think of when you want to get a comic book? Here.
Then a week later, he's like, I'm not doing new issues anymore.
Well, that
Yeah,
wasn't it.
Never went back.
That wasn't a new issue. So
Kyle's never been back since. I'm only going online. I don't have a brick and mortar anymore. Going back.
a lot of it is pure laziness. I like it to be delivered to my house. Thank you, Amazon. You ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jesse would deliver it for you.
I mean, he is down the street. I bet you he would too.
Probably walk it down your house and throw it through your door. Take your goddamn book.
Terry says, I don't think anyone's going to go half off on something like that. And a lot depends on how often you're a customer and how you treat the people in his LCS.
In the
Mine doesn't say the, or yeah, in the LCS. Interpret it, I guess.
Yes. But I mean, like there was one time I was at Jesse's and I saw this Hush set and somebody priced it wrong. And he was like, fuck. He's like, oh, well, you spent a lot. You're always here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm just gonna take the rest of them off the shelf and reprice them.
What I really think makes you the asshole in this is like, instead of just being like, no, I'm good, I'm just looking things up, or to just tell the store owner, oh, well, I'm looking this book up on Amazon, but it's too expensive here, so I'm just gonna buy it on Amazon. That's where you're the dickhead.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, you can't talk with Amazon about comics.
True.
But when that Thanos 13 was like the hottest book, the only place I could get it for a decent price was Amazon. Because, everybody was all the comic book stores and everywhere were skyrocketing the price. Amazon still had it for regular price. Hey, Tommy, what's up?
Tommy, it doesn't hang at all. It's like a button.
To the left. But I mean, yeah, it is kind of dickish to say, well, on Amazon I can get it cheaper.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. Like, it's not even a negotiation tactic. It just shuts everything
Like, you've
down.
got so many apps on your phone now that like track your comic book collection. Like, you've got Key Collector and you've got like Comic Shop, and what's the other one I use? CLZ. So you could just be easily be like, oh, I'm just looking it up on CLZ or to see if I already have it, or you don't have to be like, well, I'm looking at it on Amazon, and on Amazon it's this price, and here it's this price, and it's too fucking expensive here. So, what are you gonna do for me? And that's like, I never understood the haggler's mindset. Like, you don't walk into Walmart and haggle, so why are you gonna walk into a small business and haggle? Like, the people who actually need the money.
Because comics are one of those kind of things that you haggle over.
Yeah, the price is sometimes it's very arbitrary. And so you're dealing with people who want cash deals or who want deals now, and they price something to negotiate.
To that, I mean, you can't go online and buy milk from Amazon.
Yeah, we're not talking about commodities. We're not talking about commodities. We're talking about.
But milk is something that when you go in and buy, you buy it. It doesn't matter what the price is. $3 1/4.
Yeah, it's a commodity.
$3 1/4. Well, with a comic book, or like any kind of collectible, really, you
Right.
can go online. You can drive to other places that might have it for cheaper. It's just the way the system is right now.
But I mean, Kyle's right, because a lot of times it is how much it's your reputation, the LCS, how you treat the owners, how often you're there. Are you a regular? Do they know you? Do they know your collecting habits? Do they know you're a collector and not a flipper? So there's a lot of times where, like, even going to issue store at Fantastic Worlds or Surprise Comics, I'll be like, hey, how much is that book, whatever, right there? And they'll be like, oh, well, we've got it listed at $300, but for you we can do $275. It's stuff like that. It's all your
Yeah.
kind of the reputation you build up there too. If you're a fucking prick like this guy and you're like, oh well, I go on Amazon, it's only $72, and yeah, they're gonna tell you to kick rocks.
Yeah.
And they're gonna charge you full price for it.
Well said, gentlemen.
Just don't ever be like, oh well, it's cheaper on Amazon. Just go buy on Amazon then. Like, you don't have to say anything and insult the dude's integrity. Just be like, well, I'll just buy it on Amazon then.
Just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. The only place I do that is Best Buy, because I know Best Buy, if it's sold and shipped by Amazon, I know Best Buy price matches. So that's the only time I'm like, hey, Amazon's got it for this, man.
Yeah, there you go.
So yes, there is discrimination in comic shops.
Yep, there is. You're right. There is a Kyle tax place. Well, yeah, because it's a collectible. You go in there.
They're a small business. They want to make money off of you just as much as you want to make money off of them. So if
they'd rather have
Thank you, AOA. I was getting to that.
They'd rather have a sale at a smaller margin than no sale at all.
Yes.
I mean, it's a business. They bought that book for a certain price, and they've got to make their margin. And
the for you price, I do enjoy as well.
But I mean, my favorite is the. I'm not going to say his name, but the local shop here who has the. I don't want to sell it, but if you're willing to pay that price, I'll part with it. Price. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Because they're overpriced. They're priced not to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're willing to,
and then you actually watch the unsuspecting person go in there and pay that price, and you're like, oof, you get that instant like acid reflex because you know, oh man, you just massively overpaid for that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't really need this sale. I don't need to make this sale. If you want this product, it's going to cost you 3 times what it would retail.
I mean, if your LCS considers themselves a museum, buy out be a museum.
Right?
Right. And another thing that's all you local comic book shops out there, rotate your fucking dollar stock.
Oh my God, yes.
No, don't. Not mine.
Oh, there's nothing worse than going in there and it's the same books and the same fucking boxes every time.
Yes.
My LCS has dollar books, and they don't rotate them as often as they probably should. But by the time I'm coming around again to look through them, maybe those books have hit a high. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can. That's a hot book. That's a hot book. I'll pull that. So it works in both ways.
Indeed, it does, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
That was good. That was a good topic.
Don't be like, I'm gonna buy my books on Amazon. Just buy your book on Amazon and have a nice day and go about your day.
I can take this out of my local library.
Yeah.
But sometimes that type of tactic works though with places. Hey, I could get it at XYZ.
Well, yeah, that's when you use it as a tool to negotiate your price.
Yeah, but if you're going to use it to negotiate,
here's there.
But you don't have to say Amazon. You could be like, all right, well, the going price for this is usually, I understand that you have it listed at $125, but the going price for this is usually, $70 to $80. Can we work somewhere in the middle? The minute you go, oh well, on Amazon, that's where you've done messed up.
Right.
Yeah, there's no negotiating with Amazon.
Unless it's Best Buy.
Unless it's Best Buy. Fuck Best Buy.
Or Circuit City. Or Nobody Beats the Wiz.
What's Circuit City?
Fry's Electronics.
They got it at Fry's.
Best Buy is overpriced anyway, so I have no problem trying to get $1 or $2 back from them.
Well, so is this comic book store.
Nah. That's an independent business.
Yeah.
They don't have a chokehold on your nuts like Best Buy does.
I'll remember that next time.
My Best Buy doesn't sell comics either.
What does it mean when the comic book store?
Actually, they do.
He's thinking if he wants to give you a deal.
Yeah.
Crosses his arms.
He's like, do I want to give this guy a deal or rake him over the coals?
He's
Maybe
thinking,
I'll just
I smell nerd.
I'll just crop dust him first.
Fresh nerd.
That's what I do when I don't get a deal in a comic book store.
Just crop dust the
I
place.
crop dust the place.
Crop dust the place.
He goes into the middle of the store and drops a deuce and walks right out.
See
Did
that
a
you
comic
think
You give it the New York Comic Con treatment.
You know what I think about you not giving me a deal?
Kyle's so good at it that you just think he's turning back for one last look as he's exiting the door, but he's really
He's just
leaving
shaking
with
one
a
out.
Special gift. Yep.
Shaking one out the
Let
family.
it roll down my short, my
His jorts.
All right, GT's asked this question a couple times. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Epic Nation drama.
On the Epic Nation drama. Is that the dude who got caught stealing comics?
and
I've
sell
kind
them
of seen
on,
that all over the internet.
and then sell them
internets.
on that stupid website.
Yeah.
What
I
now?
can't think-
Is that the
What
stupid
That's
nerd?
what
website?
it's called. That's what it's called.
What nerd?
The stupid website. How did I know what you were referring to?
I don't know, because you know me.
Yeah, it's they've got footage of him like going through books and taking a stack of
too.
books in a dollar bin that he's found and sticking them in between books that he's already paid for. So it looks like he's basically just stealing books.
That's
And
how
he
you
got
get
busted.
the deal at the local comic book store.
Oh, the 5-finger discount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so over. Like, I know a channel you can go to watch all of, and that I'm sure is going to cover the shit out of it tonight, but it's just not. It's shitty.
Beep, 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 beep.
It's shitty that they did it, but that he did it, but he got caught, and it's, gets what you get what you deserve.
This is what's going to happen to him.
Oh my God. I am never going to financially recover from this.
Well, thieves need to be punished. That's for sure.
Well, let's get started on some news
There's no point in stealing it. Like, it's just a comic book. If you can't afford it, walk away. It'll still be there.
with it.
And find it somewhere else,
Like Amazon.
like Amazon.
I can't
All
afford
right.
this book. I'm just going to take it anyway because I really want it.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the news.
I like that. He can run the prison library.
I like this one. The 5-finger discount is when a hooker I knew once called a hand job. She had arthritis.
Yikes.
Our first story: Echo was the first adult-rated MCU show.
I'm
After
sorry.
months
What?
of development,
No. Pause. Adult rated? This is pornography? That's what you're
Yep.
telling me?
it's pornography. No, it's the first TVMA show.
There's a big difference between TVMA and adult rated.
Maybe Disney Plus calls that adult-rated.
Good night.
After months of developmental hurdles and delays, Echo's first trailer is finally here, reintroducing viewers to Maya Lopez, the deaf anti-hero and secondary antagonist from the Hawkeye series, as she
Who's
fights the criminal
Lopez?
underworld and encounters familiar faces like the Kingpin and even Daredevil. However, unlike any other MCU series so far, Echo shows off several scenes of grisly violence and blood, mostly from the action of Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, earning the show's Marvel Studios' first ever TVMA rating, something which director Sidney Freeland said stems from the fact that the show's protagonist is not an inherently good person.
See, when you put in the title adult rated, it brings to the mind Kingpin doing
nude,
the nasty.
railing, just railing.
Well, I
her.
mean, he
Railing,
does
yeah.
absolutely fuck some dude's face in the trailer, so maybe that could be.
with his
I'm
PP.
sure you could find it on Pornhub.
He does it
So are
with
they
his
going to change
PP.
the name of this from Echo to Mammogram?
No.
Yep. If adult rated, I'm all in.
Adult rated? Why not?
But I don't know. Lopez was asking me about it, and I was like,
Lopez.
Yeah, the trailer. I was like, the trailer is kind of mid, dude. Like, it's
I got
not.
this.
I'm not really excited for this at all.
Your daily 11 a.m. call.
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right, let me ask you. Show of hands. Did you watch Loki? Did you guys finish Loki?
I caught up today, but I was like 3 episodes behind. I just can't. I don't know.
What about Secret Invasion? Did you guys
I
finish
watched
Secret
that too.
Invasion?
Yes.
And what about the series before that? What was it?
Miss Marvel
Was that the last one
or
before
Moon
that?
Knight. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Miss Marvel.
That was Miss
Yeah, I think
Marvel.
it was. Yeah, Miss Marvel was the last one before that.
So you guys are all in on the Disney Plus series. You guys are just loving them.
I wouldn't say I'm
Right?
loving them, but it's just kind of like it being in this space. I almost feel like it's required watching because you're going to run into somebody who talks to you about it, whether you're going to your LCS every Wednesday or on the weekends or you're on podcasts. It's always a conversation that is had. Someone's like, "Oh, are you watching this or are you watching that?" So it almost to me at this point has become where I feel like I have to watch it, especially if it's like Gen V is amazing, BK. It's something
Kyle,
that I have to watch.
Kyle, I know your
involved
feelings.
in
Your
the
feelings are.
conversation.
That's exactly pretty much what I was going to do.
But the only thing I took away from this is that I think that Vincent D'Onofrio looks amazing as Kingpin in this because they've
You
made
think
him look bigger
Sexy.
in
And he's got
stature.
a huge dong.
He's got
Yeah,
a huge
absolutely.
wank.
He just beat some dude up and then drops it on his forehead, and he said, "Kisses from the Kingpin."
King Pingo.
Does he look more like Vin Rames?
I think
No.
someone has a man crush.
But he was just bigger in stature and
Bigger in stature, thicker, girthier.
yeah.
Matt likes
look
it
good,
thicker and
but
girthier.
the thing that makes me think that this show is going to fail is that it was originally slotted, I think, for 10 episodes, and now it got cut down to 6,
Slotted.
and they're all dropping at once instead of the weekly release schedule like they've had. They're all dropping at once.
I hate that weekly
What do they
shit.
call it?
If I want weekly shit, I'll watch normal TV.
But I think that Marvel is they're just trying to offload everything so they can change and reduce their business model because people are up in arms that they're saying that Blade is only going to be like isn't even going to be $1 million movie. It's not even going to be like millions of dollars to make that.
Well,
And so it's
So I heard that Mahershala Ali almost walked because Blade
What?
is the 4th tier character in his own movie.
yeah, probably. But that's why they did all the rewrites and stuff. But I mean, that gives them overhead though, because so they make it for a couple thousand, $100,000, and then put Wesley Snipes in it as his mentor, whose name's fucking escaping me right now.
You can't make shit for $100,000.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
In movies?
They're saying
In
Blade
movies?
is going to be
You
millions.
couldn't even make movies for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The room costs more than $100,000.
So do you think because they're dropping them all, that's why
January
they gave it
10th. I saw someone ask when it comes out. It's January 10th. What, Steve?
Do you think that's why they gave it that banner of Marvel Spotlight? That's why they're dropping it all to kind of make it seem not like a pump and dump. So, we're putting it under this kind of thing. Marvel Spotlight.
I don't really care about that title at all.
I don't like that title at all for this. But
What, pump and dump?
No.
Marvel
Yeah,
Spotlight.
exactly.
I don't like that either.
Marvel Pump
I
and
don't
Dump.
like that. Yeah.
Welcome to Marvel's special presentation, The
Really?
Pump and Dump.
Like at New York Comic Con.
Got it.
Hold on, let's
You're all
let Matt finish texting. And then we'll continue.
No, I'm not texting. I'm reading. So, Variety recently dropped that a cinematic bombshell that Blade's budget has been sliced less than 100 million.
That's a lot different than hundreds of
So
thousands.
yes, but so budgets often soar past $200 million when it comes to making an MCU movie.
Oh, dude, if they're doing 200 millions, they're at this phase, like that's way too much. They're spending way too much.
So,
I think your typical budget is 150. Typical Marvel budget is 150, and then they add maybe another 50 for marketing.
but like, how much special effects do you have to do with that movie? Like, Blade doesn't fly. He doesn't have any superpowers. He's a vampire who kills other vampires. So it's like, it's
okay. But does he get bit by Morbius?
I hope so. I'd like to.
If that's the case, then how do you expect him to use his bat powers?
Yeah, he doesn't. You gotta have him have that cool sonar and all that. I guess I don't know.
And the smoke flying. Because when bats fly, they look like smoke. I still want, the only thing I really care about right now is how does Kraven get lion powers from getting bit by a radioactive lion? That's the only thing I really care about.
That's still awesome.
In the spider.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh, more Echo. Echo's comic book superpowers won't appear in her Disney Plus series.
It's because it's adult rated.
Sydney Freeland, director and the executive producer of the upcoming Echo Disney Plus series, reveals that Echo will not have her powers from the comics in a recent press event for the upcoming Echo Disney Plus TV series, which just released its first trailer. Sydney Freeland, director and executive producer of the series, revealed that Echo, Maya Lopez, will not have the same powers on the series that she had on the comic book series. In fact, Freeland went as far as to say specifically criticizes Echo's comic book superpowers. Nothing. Her powers in the comic book is that she can copy anything in any movement in any whatever. It's kind of lame. I'll say that it's not her power. I'll just kind of leave it at that.
It sucks.
That's a stupid power, and I'm not doing it.
But yet
this is going to be adult rated, so her superpower is going to be our vagina.
She has the power of the gooch.
Her mouth work. Her
Her
mouth work is the ultimate.
She's going to pull a Sharon Stone.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
Does this make you more excited to watch it or less?
Yeah, I really don't care.
Slowly, yeah.
Yeah, so her name really has no meaning whatsoever.
Yeah. She owns one of those.
She's deaf.
Where she gets her name.
She's deaf, and she's also not copying anybody. So calling her Echo doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Right.
It's kind of an insult, honestly.
Siri is her superpower. Hey
In the
Siri,
real
how do we
world-
fight this guy?
In the real world, that wouldn't work.
No.
Well, we're not dealing in the real world.
She
Like
one leg
leg
off,
off for
easy
easy
access.
access. Oh my gosh. Now she has the same powers as Buggy the Clown from One Piece. She can set. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, she can separate her body. She's got the chop fruit.
I'm up to that episode where he shows up in One Piece.
Then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What One Piece?
Who's
Which I didn't
Lopez?
understand because he could fight the other guys off, but then when the one guy shows up, he couldn't do shit. I didn't understand.
Supersonic queeze.
Didn't make sense to me, but whatever.
Dude, that
That
would be
smells
awesome.
like Taco Bell.
Dude, it would knock people over.
Think outside the bun. That's what the director's doing here. Is he's trying to think outside the bun.
The one in her head.
That's very unfortunate. That means layoffs. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, when the source material just isn't good enough for you, that means hey, layoffs are coming around. Source material stupid.
Who's Echo?
Who's Lopez?
Who gave her that lame power?
Who's
right.
Bruce?
Moving on. Forget the Justice League. Cyborg belongs with the Teen Titans. Young, colorful, and not always mature, the Teen Titans are better than the Justice League for Cyborg because they allow him to fully explore his
You can do it, Matt. You can do it.
Predicament.
predicament. Yeah. Cyborg historically works better as a character when he is depicted as a growing young man who still hasn't fully figured out life. When paired with characters who feel the exact same way, a hallmark of teenage sentiment, Cyborg is a far easier character to relate to for audiences. Furthermore, a lighter-hearted team like the Teen Titans allows Cyborg to show more personality, endearing himself to an audience more than his stoic DCEU counterpart even could. When Cyborg inevitably returns to live action in the DCEU, it should be as a member of the Teen Titans, not as the Justice League.
I agree with that.
Okay.
statement.
Agree
I
with
do
that.
too,
I agree
because
with
I
that.
never understood why Cyborg was part of the Justice League in the first place.
I'm really glad that somebody voiced this opinion. You know, the DCEU is like such an important, iconic moment in pop culture right now, and Cyborg is at the heart of it.
In a predicament.
And yeah, we're all in the same predicament with him. We're in it with him, Kyle.
Except for Matt.
So I'm just really glad that somebody had the courage to finally come out and say that he belongs.
probably
with
would've-
the Teen Titans.
I probably would have rather have seen like Red Tornado than Cyborg in the Justice League because he's kind of in it a little more.
Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Hawk
Anybody.
Girl, Shazam,
Power Girl.
Power Girl. Yeah, Power Girl. Gotta have a boob window occasionally, you know. But it's just so
That would've sold tickets.
refreshing to see someone really, really find their courage and voice this opinion, because we have never seen Cyborg with the Teen Titans except for Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans Forever. So yeah, really bold opinion, and I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Teen Titans on your mom's couch.
Teen Titans,
Teen
in a
Titans, the
predicament.
college years.
Teen Titans clean the Batcave.
Teen Titans predicament. Welcome to the New 52 event, The Predicament.
The predicament conundrum.
Hey,
Predicament.
I sadly think that Zack Snyder's Justice League is a far better movie if you just remove Cyborg from it completely. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But then
in the
you
real
have to
world,
then you have to fill all his scenes with Scandinavian ladies singing randomly.
As long as they're naked.
They
it's
weren't.
just weird that they refused to put him. Like, why wasn't he in Titans? Why was he in Doom Patrol over Titans? Like, it's just I don't know. I don't get what their thought processes was behind using that character.
It doesn't make sense,
No, it does not.
as Marco would say.
Especially when you could have easily swapped him out for a good character like
How he
Martian
does-
Manhunter.
That's how he would say it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you got to get the.
Doesn't it make
It doesn't make a sense as he drenched him and just
Doesn't
drenches
make
himself in fucking olive oil. We almost had a nip slip from Kyle there. We almost
Oh,
had that
hello.
taken down off
Nippy whippy.
YouTube.
Nah,
That was
you
the
decide it out
montage.
later.
Hey, sometimes I get topless for a good cause. Well, okay.
Let's
We'll have to
move
use
on.
super chat. We'll have to use super chat money to get Kyle some tassels.
Ooh,
Or
some
pasties.
pasties.
I'll do the. I'll
Slide
put some
it down.
eyeballs on it and make my own ghost.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Diddy
Kyle.
dressed up as Batman for Halloween after claiming Warner Brothers banned him from being Joker. After reportedly being instructed by Warner Brothers last year not to dress up as the Joker, Diddy decided to go as Batman this year. Diddy posted a video on Halloween explaining that he received emails from Warner Brothers after a video of his 2022 Joker costume went viral online. He had told the same story to Jimmy Kimmel on Jimmy Kimmel Live earlier this week, saying, Warner Brothers said it broke their trademark, that I did it too good. I swear I have this letter. I swear to God. From Warner Brothers. In his post to social media on Halloween, Diddy waved the alleged legal paper in front of the camera and said, "You win. I'm not going to be Joker this year." The video then abruptly cuts off with a screen that says, "Stay tuned."
This is the dumbest stunt I have ever seen.
And so this is what he posted.
Okay, so for our audio only, what you're seeing is a zoom in of P. Diddy's
There
toilet.
is no audio only.
The bat bowl.
He looks like Kanye West right there.
Wait.
This is Diddy's bathroom. He's in the bat
It does
suit,
look like Kanye.
He's
taking a dump,
He's taking a shit.
taking a dump on the Batmobile.
Go hard.
Yeah, how dare Diddy? How dare Diddy buy a costume and wear it?
I hear he paid a bunch of money to have Tupac killed.
Dude, I would love to have enough stupid money to be able to do shit like this.
Diddy did.
Oh, now he's
He
gonna
those
drive it
guys
through
in the club and
streets
eat
of Gotham.
crayons.
Let's drive it through the streets of Gotham. Why the heck not? You know what? Good for him. The suit doesn't quite
I
exactly.
like how he
fit.
basically he's got to have his 2 Oscars in there.
P. Diddy is Batman Future State.
What do you win an Oscar for?
I have no idea.
Not being on screen. Thank you for not being in the movie.
Where is he? Where is he? Swear to me. Where's the falafel guy? I want some falafel. I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Oh, so
I
he's
love
single-handedly ending the actor strike by beating this dude up, huh?
Yep.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Dude, that's
The
fantastic.
strike is over. Oh,
So there he is as the Joker again.
What?
Did he-
Oh, come on now.
I heard you got that bat suit off of Amazon because the local comic book store wouldn't give him a discount.
He won it on. Oh, that's not the. Look at
Swear
that.
to me.
The Darkest Night.
Oh my
The
god.
darkest night ends the strike. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I do agree with Kyle that if I had his kind of money, I guess I'd do these kind of videos. Too.
Fuck yeah.
Swear to me.
That's awesome, though.
Yes, just to fucking prove a point, you go and make your own little short film.
Yeah.
Go
You'll-
raid Christopher Nolan's closet and get all his
Thank you, Tyson.
Batman stuff.
Nolan probably helped him. Yeah, I'll help you.
Wait, maybe he bought Heath Ledger's Oscars. Maybe those were Heath Ledger's Oscars.
What do we
He's
win
not using
Oscars
them
for?
anymore.
He
They
didn't he
go.
win one? He won one postmortem, didn't he? And for
I think he won
Brokeback.
one for Joker.
Brokeback, yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
count if you get them after you die.
My Heath Ledger was dead, so I stole his statues.
Hell yeah.
I looted his stuff.
No, the actor's strike is not over, just for Diddy, apparently.
Swear to me.
Wow.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna drag you across your desk, but I can't really do it, so I'm just gonna hold you here and interrogate you.
Where is she?
Oh, Diddy.
I mean, technically, I
little
guess he'd
Diddy.
be in violation of the strike, right? I mean, he hired that guy to.
Only if he
Play a
gets
part.
paid. But yeah, P. Diddy is a notorious scab because of
He's a
this.
rat.
He's a
That's what I
scab.
get out of this. He's a rat.
Fucking
Scab.
Don't cross the picket line.
Swear
Don't cross it.
Square me.
I like how it froze on fucking Sam making that face.
I gotta get a different network.
He's Diddy is zesty.
Zesty.
Zesty. All right.
Bambi horror parody in the works from Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey team. For better or worse, this is a thing now. The trailer for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was widely circulated online. The movie isn't even out yet, and the attention it received has clearly inspired more low-budget horror parodies of children's classics.
Hell yeah.
Following the recent news that Atlantis Films direction or distribution is developing a Grinch horror parody titled The Mean One, Dread Central via Fear HQ is reporting that the team behind Blood and Honey, ITN Studios, and Jagged Edge Productions is also working on Bambi the Reckoning. According to the site, the movie will be an incredibly dark retelling of the 1928 story we all know and love. Finding inspiration from the design used in Netflix's The Ritual, Bambi will be a vicious killing machine that lurks in the wilderness, prepared for Bambi on rabies.
Well, the monster in The Ritual is like a Norse demon comprised of rib cages.
Bambi.
So I'm guessing they're going for like a monster Bambi.
It's gonna be awesome.
Bambi's revenge, like a revenge piece.
Stupid.
it's fucking
Bambi goes
funny.
after the hunters.
It's you want to kill my mom, bitch? I'm gonna fuck you up.
One of those 80s montages of him learning how to.
Bambo,
Right.
First Blood.
Dude, that would be awesome if they did an 80s montage of him training.
You're the best. You're the best.
First Blood Part 2.
Bet you
Bambo's
Thumper's his
reckoning.
first victim. You shot my mother.
That'd be awesome. You're the best. He's fucking training.
Yeah, just doing abs.
You shot my mother. Now I'm going to shoot you.
I'm gonna put this antler up your ass.
Freaking murders Thumper just to practice.
That's his first. That's her first kill. So or I don't know if Bambi's a boy.
Bambi's a boy. Bambi's a boy.
Okay, that's his first killed. So he gets the taste of blood by killing Thumper.
Yeah, he's like, ah! Murders Thumper.
Mojo says so. Cocaine deer.
Yeah. This is part of the Cocaine Zoo series. Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be cool if Bambi snorts a line before he does his 80s montage.
Or like 20 pounds of it, like in Cocaine Bear.
The Cocaine Zoo.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Well, this absolutely looks ridiculous, but hopefully it's not as dumb as Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey. And that one already came out, right? That came out a couple years ago.
I don't know.
22, I think it's then.
I think they're just going after all public domain and public domain IPs and turning them into horror movies. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Right.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Up next, rumors. New details about Wolverine's MCU debut in Deadpool 3 emerge. According to My Time to Shine Hello, our favorite insider, on X, Deadpool 3 is about the Time Variance Authority, TVA, picking up prime versions of each superhero to create a multiversal army to fight the Kangs. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is recruited, but he's not entirely on board. However, Can We Get Some Toast, the primary focus on the film is still the merc with the mouth. His antics with Cable's time machine caught the attention of the TVA, Time Variance Authority, who took him to prison. When Deadpool learns about the TVA's plans for a multiverse army, it motivates him to escape and convince Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to accompany him.
I think
Actually,
that's
more pumped about that.
Multiversal armor. That'd be fucking cool.
So that means, I wonder if they're gonna get Toby or Andrew Garfield Spider-Man on the team, and
I think it's fucking stupid.
Robert Downey Jr. is gonna come back. I think it's badass. That probably explains why they're saying that Wolverine will not be part of the X-Men when they come into the MCU.
My understanding is they're not going after those names. They're going after names like Jennifer Garner as Elektra. They're going after Ben Affleck's Daredevil. They're going after those types of characters.
Yeah, and they're going after Channing Tatum. You'll finally get to see Channing Tatum as Gambit. So,
or is he going to be Yif? My name is Yif.
He's going to be the Gimp from. He's going to be the Gimp from fucking. This is the
Pulp
end.
Fiction.
No, this is the end.
This is the end. Yeah.
But I'm stoked for that. I'm down for more for that storyline. But
We'll see. We'll see.
You've never seen Deadpool, AOA?
Me either.
That's not true. You've seen it.
I have.
All right. So now we're going to turn it over to big news and anime with Sam. Watch your ears for what has been known to be the loudest intro
You
in all
designed
of
it, man.
YouTube comic book shows. No, I designed it, but I also don't have my gain jacked all the way up, so it's like it's actually not that loud for me.
It's fucking loud for me.
Yeah.
For the
Have you
time.
guys noticed that this seems like the year of endless One Piece news?
Yes.
There's just been a ton of One Piece this year, with between movies and anime reaching new heights and the live action and all this other stuff. Well, guess what? Our first piece of news adds to One Piece's reach, which is One Piece is going to be in the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Oh
For
boy.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade
The
flip.
fuck still watches that.
My kids love to get up and watch the parade.
My mom still watches it, and my sisters.
Really?
Mhm.
I've always, even when I was a kid, I was like, this is fucking stupid. Why are we watching these big balloons walk down the street?
But this is now, I think, the third anime float or third anime balloon in the parade, because they have Pikachu and Goku, and now Luffy. So, if you're excited by balloons, this is going to be right up your alley. Congratulations! It's going to be a great big balloon.
It'll be
Do
in his backyard.
Do we consider Pikachu to be anime?
Yeah, sure.
Why wouldn't Pokemon?
Why
be
wouldn't
anime?
Why wouldn't you consider Pokemon?
Because
an
it was
anime?
wasn't it Saturday morning cartoon?
No, it's a
It was created
yeah.
in Japan for a Japanese audience. So
Pocket
that's it.
Monster.
Pocket Monsters. That's right.
Is that what your wife calls it?
Absolutely.
That's pretty generous. But that would be pretty generous on my end.
All right.
I was
Well,
like, it's
anyway.
more like a pocket snail, but she won't. She doesn't want to insult me like that. So she
got a little
gracefully calls
shell.
it a monster.
He's got
At
a
work, an
little
old man
shell.
thought the One Piece flag was a Tampa Bay Bucks flag.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, this is a big year for One Piece. It's just kind of everywhere you turn, there's new One Piece merch going out. You got the One Piece card game and lots of One Piece video games, One Piece movies. The anime just continues to go, and now live action, and now this balloon. So your 2023 One Piece bingo card has got to be as full as it can be. All right, next up. We know a little bit more about this new Dragon Ball Babies series, Dragon Ball Daima, the episode count and the release window. Episode count, there's going to be 20 episodes, and they are starting to release in October 2024, so about a year from now. Everybody who was really into Dragon Ball but thought that it needed the Muppet Babies treatment, October 2024 next year is going to be your time to shine. So look forward to Dragon Ball Daima, 20 full episodes. That's going to be amazing. With that, they could probably potty train in that amount of time. You know?
That's not enough for a Dragon Ball episode. It takes 20 episodes just to power up.
Well,
it was
yeah,
20
but
episodes for
remember
Goku to
that they're-
power up
they're
the fight between
babies.
Frieza.
They're babies now, so if they power up too hard, they'll poop their little panties. They'll
Yeah.
poop their little diapers, and then they'll have to get.
I do boom boom.
So we'll see. We'll see how awesome this is, or how just absolutely cringe and goofy it is. But you get 20 episodes. Good luck. All right, next up. Okay, so this, you guys probably aren't familiar with this particular art form, but in Japan, they have these 4-panel comics it's an art form that they call yon koma. Yon meaning four, koma meaning panel.
I was about to say that's what it's putting me in.
And the guy who had the longest running 4-panel manga, his name is Shoji Izumi. He started writing his series Janken Pon in 1969, and it ran continuously until this past March. He had over 15,000 of these 4-panel manga, and he had the Guinness World Record for that many that many comics. This is like the author of Dilbert or Garfield just going straight for almost 60 years without a break.
What was he before he was straight?
Crooked.
Sorry?
He said going straight. So I said, what was he before he was straight?
Good one.
Confused.
The dad in you is strong.
It's getting there.
But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty incredible accomplishment. Sad to hear of his passing, but I'm not going to tell you to go look it up. But this kind of 4-panel structure is an interesting way to organize things, because it starts with 2 panels of the same thing, and then the third panel is something new entirely. And then in the 4th panel, the 3rd panel and the 2nd panel kind of come together in an interesting way. And that's the idea behind the 4-panel manga. So it's kind of like, a haiku where it has this particular structure. So if something like that interests you, then I would say check this out. There's certainly a lot of content there for you to explore. And then I wanted to give everybody an update. If you guys weren't aware, the One Punch Man manga series continues moving forward, even though the season 3 of the anime is still in development. It's going to be in development for a long, long time. The Monster Association arc, which was like the biggest arc in One Punch Man.
It's one big arc.
And maybe a lot of manga. It was a really big arc, and it was a really fascinating arc too. It has finally wrapped up, and this is the start of the Ninja Village arc. And so we have the key players here. So the guy saying "Let us begin" is an S-class hero named Flashy Flash. The thing about the ninjas in the world of One Punch Man is they all have very redundant names. So Flashy Flash is the S-class hero, and he challenges Saitama, and he says, if I beat you, then you have to become my disciple. And Saitama's like, okay, whatever. And he instantly closes the distance between him and Flashy Flash, and Flash is like not ready for it. And so they battle, and then eventually they become alerted to the presence of enemies. And the enemies here are in this panel that's on the right-hand side of your screen. At the top, you have Speed of Sound Sonic, and then you have Hellflame Fire, and what's this other guy's? Storm Torment, or Tormenta Storm, or something like that. But they're very redundant names. It's like the same concept twice. And later on, we'll meet the whole village, or the survivors of the Ninja Village, and they get us kind of wrapped up in a new battle against one of the surviving monsters called God, who's kind of the overarching villain of the One Punch Man universe. So if you are interested, or you kind of lost your place with One Punch Man, now's a great time to pick it back up, because it's just starting a new arc.
I just love the art of One Punch Man, and how, like, whenever he's doing something ridiculous or stupid, it's very like basic like that, and then it gets like super detailed.
Yeah,
when he's fighting.
Yeah, I love that too. It's a great device. I love that they do that.
I'm surprised Speed of Sound Sonic is still part of it after getting punched in the nuts in like the very first.
Well,
game.
he has lost to Saitama 13 times.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Dedication, I guess.
You guys should really be following along with One Punch Man. It's free if you follow it. I think it's every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks it comes out for free. But if you buy the volumes, I think it's on volume 29 or it's coming up on volume 29. So lots of great content here. All right, that's it. So let's go to the highlight again. Triple D Dodgeball has been kind of on hiatus for the last little bit. I apologize for that, but I do coach flag football, and this was a great play. My quarterback was getting blitzed. He managed to shuck the defender, throw a touchdown pass to my son, and that's all she wrote. But boom, great play.
He was over the line. No touchdown.
No,
double fault, sudden death.
I'm on the field with the team calling the plays, and I can tell you that was a clean play.
Dragon Ball sounds like a venereal disease.
Yeah, you don't want to get those Dragon Balls, man. Those Dragon Balls, they really hurt. Anyway, thank you all.
All right, now it's time to head on into best and worst covers of the week.
We love you. We love you too, Matt. Hold on, everybody. We're going to take a brief pause for Matt to get back.
He's the best around. In town.
Sorry, I had to use that very long intro to run to the restroom.
We love you
First
too.
up, we have the Punisher number 1, 1 in 25, Salvador Lacora cover.
Look at those fucking guns.
Look at that face.
What's
Is that Paste Pot Pete?
Look at that penis fucking aiming at him.
That's his this is definitely his I just ate Taco Bell and I'm coming to get you face.
And there's a penis flying at him.
Oh, I took that. That's like a fart. Someone lit his fart on fire.
I was
Someone
gonna ask where
shot
that
him
blast
as
is
the
coming
Taco
from.
Bell was hitting and it caused a fart explosion.
It's not a very good cover, though. It's like a very Liefeld-esque type of cover.
It's terrible.
I didn't put his feet on there, so I didn't have to draw it.
Right? Easy day, no feet.
Yay! No good complaint now.
The Jigsaw chop up faces Frank or God damn it, Frank's face again.
Yeah, no, those guns are weird. That's weird.
Up next, we have Star Wars Darth Vader 40. The Rod Ria's Life Day cover.
Most of the Star Wars covers this next week are fucking terrible.
Yeah, she's got the crazy eyes. Look.
I'm gonna fucking
both got
kill
the,
you, kid.
Not before I
Yeah,
kill
she
you,
looks like
Mom.
she's like just waiting, giving those eyes like she's gonna just choke him out.
Like there's poison in his cup.
And it's Kool-Aid. Because you know
I'll get
that
you killed
growing up,
before I
those
die.
pictures always contained red Kool-Aid.
Yes. I'm gonna fucking kill you, fucking shit, kid. You can tell she's talking through her teeth.
Yeah.
I hope someday someone comes along and takes you away.
The cover is hooray, we are slaves still.
Yeah. Up next, we have Superman versus Mish, Volume 2. First of all, I picked this because this is stupid.
What?
Yeah, this is literally a series about Superman living in Japan, eating food, and introducing his friends to food.
They got Panda Express to go.
Yeah. So he's literally feeding Superman a kebab as he rides on his back.
Yeah, he's feeding him a kebab.
Are they promo comics or are they actual comics?
It's it's actual comic.
I don't know if it's like when we were getting like a Happy Meal where Superman and Batman are fighting the Burger King or something like that.
Terrible.
I want to go around Japan and eat food with Superman.
You feed Superman as he flies around.
I'd do that for a free ride.
And he wants nothing more than to take the beautiful reporter Lois Lane out for food.
That is true. Japan
Lick my
loves
lollipop.
weird shit.
I asked you to lick my lollipop.
Come in the alley and lick my lollipop.
I gotta eat these noodles. They're getting
Why
cold.
is it when I step away, Kyle starts asking everybody to lick his lollipop?
Oh.
Pete
Damn
Marco
thing
took a
censored.
picture just like that cover.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
That shit's funny. Batman giving Soups the business. Here, kick my kebab in your mouth.
Up next, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 37, the Federico Ventini Stormbreakers cover.
Bitch just broke her back and has some fucked up legs. Look at that shit. Batman is giving Superman his tentacle.
She's like
I don't
almost in
know.
half.
There's just nothing about this cover that I like. Like the legs get me. They're just funky looking to me.
They're too blocky.
Yeah.
They're very squared everywhere.
It's got a couple bumps for a butt there, but it's about it.
And if maybe if the moon was glistening a little bit more with the for the contrast, it might.
Need some more trees in the
It's
background. there,
pretty
do you guys?
good. BK likes it.
Well, he's the only one.
What he know?
Up next, we have Superman 78, the Metal Curtain #1, Gavin Gerdry cover.
Gertie,
Peter.
Close
Gertie
enough.
cover.
Pedri.
close enough.
Gedry.
That face, dude.
Yeah, face, yeah. Got a derpy.
That's the face Superman's making.
Making a gee face. Gee.
I was just like, fuck.
He likes turtles.
I like turtles.
I like doodles.
Who's Lopez?
Or is it like Sling Blade? Yep.
French fried
I
taters.
like it a lot.
Rapidators.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Taters.
What? Stay away.
All right, moving on to our best covers this week with Star Wars Darth Vader 4025 copy Alan Qua cover.
Shit's dope. That's one of the good Star Wars covers this week.
His mask kind of looks like a predator face in this particular light.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. The way it opens up, it's like a predator face.
I guess I see it. Yeah, like right in here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right in the facial region.
Yeah,
Right
the face
in the
part
face
where
region.
it looks like a predator face.
Don't
Yeah.
look at him here. Only here. Never touch him down here.
South. Way down south.
Then we have Thanos 100 copy Kendrick Liam Virgin cover. Or Kendrick Lim.
Limb from limb.
I
That shit's
almost
dope.
picked this one too. Like I was on the fence. I was like, ooh, I don't know. And then I left. I was like, I'll wait and see if Kyle picks it.
Kyle picked it.
Kyle picked it. It is a dope cover.
It is.
Good child, you pick it.
The contrast of the colors behind it really accentuate Thanos.
Yes.
The building of the steam of his
Yes, it's
back.
it really makes it really gives a depth of field.
Yeah.
It's good.
Then we have the Damn Them All number 10, the Fumar cover.
That's just fucking cool
Wow.
looking.
Giving me very Joker vibes.
That's weird.
Yeah, I just thought it was fucking cool cover.
It was very cool.
Joker with Legion's hair.
Yep. Fucking cool.
Yeah, not bad. Definitely artistic.
That's what I liked about it. It's very artsy.
Then we have the Haro number 1 fleece cover.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anytime you could stab a baby.
Good job, Tony.
Is that homaging a movie that I don't know?
It gave me like the Halloween vibe to it, but if you survive the horror, nothing will scare you again.
Nothing puts a knife in baby. Nobody puts a knife in baby.
Nope, nobody puts a knife in baby.
Next up, we have The Approach number 1. The
Same
Lunatic
thing.
cover.
I picked this because it's fucking artsy, cool looking picture.
Another
Got
approach.
Got an H.R. Geiger aliens feel to it.
There's a lot of good covers coming out next week. Almost like it almost looks like he's like hung.
Yeah.
Like
How can you tell?
The way his neck's positioned, the way the
bed's neck
art?
lady.
It's called
That
interpretation.
That kind of hung.
Yeah.
So like
that
if you
kind of
if you
hung.
go like this,
All right,
They're not talking about his groin stick.
I was wondering how you could tell. I was wondering. I only asked how you could tell.
Well, now Kyle's embarrassed. He had to go take a little break.
the approach.
You know what I got to
is
say to your little joke there, Sticks?
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
It kind of sounds like she starts going for poo instead of boo at the end there.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Oh, and there goes Kyle. Kyle gone. Shut himself up.
God, I believe. Then we have the Batman 139 Bane McFarlane Toys action figure cardstock cover. These are
very popular.
heads again.
Very popular.
I've never heard of this artist, Bane McFarlane. Who is he?
Well,
He's Todd's alter ego.
he's standing right behind you.
That's how Todd likes to refer himself as Bane McFarlane when he's playing with his figures.
Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Yep.
Don't worry, no one saw you playing with your action figures.
Some say that's modeled after his own physique.
Some say it is so.
That shit is dope.
You know, if you just spent a year in the gym, shaved your head, you could pull that physique.
Stop drinking sugary drinks and put
Yeah,
that
no
on the
question.
tape.
Put down the snacks.
Put down the snacks. Stop vaping.
I believe in you, bro.
You can totally
I
achieve.
believe in you, brother.
All you need is steroids. Steroids. You can totally do it.
Hey man, I just discovered chair exercises, so I'm on
Oh,
the
yeah?
path.
That's
Then we
good,
have
man.
the Superman 78, the Metal Curtain number 1 Action Comics Superman McFarlane toy action figure cardstock cover.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm buying all these. They're fucking cool as shit.
Again, if you want to achieve Superman's physique, steroids. Steroids is how you do it.
Shave your head, no more vaping and steroids.
Just roid it up,
No
baby.
more snacks, put down the sugary drinks.
Trin. Tess. Trin. Get on a good cycle.
Lopez?
Who's
Who's Lopez?
Oh boy.
And we have Army of Darkness Forever number 2, the 1 in 10 copy Campbell Modern Icon cover.
Great J. Scott Campbell cover. I like when he draws Army of Darkness. So I will definitely be picking this up next week. So,
This isn't one that's like exclusive to a store or anything.
Terry says next week Kyle will discover synthol, which is the which is this like crappy oil that people pump into their muscles.
Yeah,
Just
like
so they look
what
cool.
is it, the dude from India that
Yeah, he walks
Yeah.
around. He's got like bubbles in his arms and stuff. It looks so stupid.
his pecs look like someone put 2 fucking beach balls under his skin.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, dude. I was like, that's the best of both worlds. Chair exercises, you can be lazy and exercise at the same time.
You got it.
That's fucking fantastic.
Do it on steroids, and then you get big muscles at the same time.
Fuck yeah. But dude, yeah, anytime J. Scott Campbell draws, I have all his
chin looks like a ween.
That chin is on steroids.
Hell yeah.
Chin looks like a ween.
Shit's badass.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That is a correct statement.
Pizza grease.
That's for pizza grease and steak fat. That's my favorite.
Much more aromatic. Yeah.
Steak fat, huh?
Oh, dude, if they would just sell the fat
Beef
from
tallow.
steak as a package, and
They,
I
they
would
do. It's called beef tallow.
really. Oh,
Yeah, you
hell
can buy
yeah.
beef tallow.
and just grill the fat. Oh my god.
Horse
hell yeah.
steroids.
Dude, you could do that. It's called beef tallow. You could either go into your local butcher or go on Amazon and get beef tallow.
You should go to your local butcher and then tell him you're going to buy
Tell
it.
him that on Amazon you can get it. Yeah.
Get that cheaper on Amazon.
Next up, we have X-Force 46, the 1 to 25 Capri Jeff DeCall cover.
I almost put this on the worst list.
Really? I love this cover, man.
I don't think it's very good.
Kind of meh.
Kind of, yeah.
Not bad.
It's just
Not bad. Not good.
It's just kind of meh.
It's just, I know you're going to make fun of this, but it's just something about the contrast between like the well-detailed head to the just kind of more toned down body as it goes down. I don't know. I just really like it.
The contrast of her face to her legs, huh?
Yeah. How detailed, all the detail here and how it becomes very minimalist as it goes down.
I like how there's a lot of
cultured.
contrast in her face and there's less
cultured.
in her legs. I don't think that's contrast.
Is
I don't think you think when you
Beef
think that
tallow
means-
shakes for Kyle's AOAs.
Fuck yeah.
AOA's offering recipes.
Fuck yeah.
I like it.
Good for you.
Oh, you didn't put the homage cover of the week on there.
I went to sleep.
Homage cover of the week is.
So yeah, we're
Kyle's
gonna start
taking it
doing
back.
an homage cover of the week. Also, Kyle had one job, and
And he slept
Failed.
through
I have a lot more than one job.
it. He did sleep through this one.
all right. Next up, we're gonna move on.
Actually,
into
before we do that, let's play the fucking let's play the dom game.
game. The Dom game.
All right, let me get the
Let me get my drink ready.
go all the way down to the bottom of the slideshow.
It's not at the bottom.
Beef tallow shakes for Kyle.
Dude, I'm so going to the store tomorrow and getting that. All right. We are introducing a new game for our Everybody Loves Dom. And so I'm going to do guess the IG posts that Dom liked. The way this came up was I was looking for the hot chick of the week because I haven't done it in a while. And I know there's some people out there.
Dying for some.
So I was like,
mixed
you know what?
stock.
I'm gonna scroll through Instagram, ladies, and I'm gonna pick hot chick. And I was scrolling and I was like, Dom liked this picture. Dom liked this picture. Dom liked this picture. Oh, I think I have a new game to play. Yes. Make sure to follow Dom. So this is what we're gonna do. First off, I'd like to say I would like somebody in our chat, the first person in our chat that says play, we'll start the game with you. And this is what happens. We're going to put up a picture of many different Instagram posts of ladies. And you
Oh, Pete wants in.
That was Matt. We're gonna put up a picture. You've got
AOA said play.
Okay, you've got 10 seconds. I'll give you 10 seconds. You tell me which ones that Dom liked, and if you get it
Try
right,
to do 20 because we're on a delay.
Yeah, 20-second with delay.
Okay, but you got to ask yourself: does Dom have? Is Dom a man of high class?
I'm not gonna give. There's
highbrow.
No hints. There's no hints. There's no nothing. So what we'll do is,
or does he like trash?
AOA will start. If AOA doesn't get it, it'll go to BK, and if BK doesn't get it, it'll go to Cherokee. So okay, we'll do. I'll do 15 seconds. So that'll give 5 seconds for the delay, 10 seconds to guess.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So
fair enough. 25 seconds.
Okay, the way I have it AOA is there's pictures up and it says A, B, C, D, etc. All you got to do is put in, and this is what you win, because we all know how Dom loves sexy blue chicks.
Ooh, that's a nice signed Mystique.
So you get a J. Scott Campbell because that's what AOA. So if AOA wins, I know how much he loves J. Scott Campbell. But this is what you win. So
very nice.
Let me get the timer.
Very nice.
Oh, okay. Well,
I guess we're up.
I guess I won't get the timer.
Oh, my bad.
Is there a timer we can put up on the screen?
Ed says trash.
No, sir. This is an awesome segment.
No, he's saying that Dom likes the trash. That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. So
he's saying Dom is not a man of culture. He's a man of.
Okay. Are you ready? AOA.
AOA's ready.
AOA's ready. Okay. Okay, now go to the screen. Your 10 seconds goes now, which is actually 15. 4.
Okay, what's your answer?
All right, anyway, there's your 20 seconds. What's your answer?
D. He says D.
D.
Oh. Ava Savaggio.
So that is not correct.
Not correct. Okay.
So
is this the only panel of ladies we have to work with?
Yes. So Dom may have liked 1. He may have liked all 7. He may have liked 2.
But he didn't like Ava Savaggio.
I'm not saying if he did or didn't.
All right. So next up is BK.
So you have to you want them to correctly guess all of them?
Yeah.
However many there may be?
Yeah. So if you think it's A, B, and G, or A,
oh,
E,
dude, you didn't
D.
say that. You didn't say they just have to get 1, I thought.
No.
How about this? If they get
for a J. Scott Campbell autograph? No, all of them.
Okay, I think we need to give AOA another. The rules have not been clear. The rules were not clear.
He does AOA. Okay.
Whatever. You got to guess which ones Dom likes. Like.
Okay, but you said you know this is a multiple choice. Not
if
you didn't say it could be any of them
because they weren't clear to you.
They're not clear to AOA.
I said pick ones. Which ones you think Dom liked?
You said which one? Which one?
Which ones? There's 7.
Yeah, exactly.
One. If he gets it right,
all right,
to pick again. If he gets it wrong, it goes to the next person.
Whatever. Right. You make the rules, Sam, and that's multiple.
What we'll do. No, I'm just trying to explain. I just wanted to be fair. I used to get law exams that were like this. Pick any, all, or none that apply. Explain your answer, and it's just like a nightmare.
There are multiple, so give us.
So is there? Is there multiple? We need to know. Is there multiple answers? That's what we need to know.
There could be, but there couldn't be.
Oh dear Lord.
Okay,
So,
fuck it.
yeah.
Yes, there's multiple.
Okay. All right. That's what we needed to know.
We didn't, but now we do, Sam.
Of course we need to know that. Why wouldn't we need to know that?
It's a game. You don't know if it's 1. I said that. You don't know if it's 1. You don't know if it's 5. You don't know if it's 7. You don't.
Well, okay,
It's
so
part of the game. It's a
you
fucking
going so
game.
far.
it should have been prefaced with there could be more than one. Pick which
Fuck
ones
it.
you. Pick
There's
which one you
5
think
of them.
is
Pick
right,
it.
and there could be more than one.
Fuck it.
Tyson says Don wants to bang them all.
All right. AOA says, I don't want JSC to go on to the next chatter. Oh, he doesn't want to play, so go on to the next player, he said.
I don't want J. Scott Campbell to go on to the next chatter. All right, so then that would be
BK?
up to BK.
BK.
All right, BK, you get less time. You get less time because AOA used a bunch of time, and now you've had a bunch.
I don't give a
time
shit
yourself.
how long BK takes. Take as long as you want, BK. Fuck it. Google shit.
Okay, BK has produced his answer. He says A, B, C, E, and F.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Dude, this is tough. This is tough, man.
All right,
Now it's down to
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
All right, Cherokee, you're the last hope. You're the last hope, my man. Where you at?
Cherokee
Okay.
bailed.
Start the countdown.
Ed wants to play. BK says lies.
All right.
All right, Ed, go for it.
All right, Ed, you're up.
What do you got?
Here we
What
go.
do you got? Tyson says ABC.
All right, Cherokee came in. He said
okay.
B, C, E, F, G.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Oh, heartbreaker.
Tyson says A, B, C, and F.
That's the same thing that BK said. That's the
And
exact same thing that BK said.
that's incorrect.
You guys got to pay
It
attention.
is not all the above.
This is tough. So you're really trying to pin down the 2 that it isn't, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I gave away that there's 5.
Wow, that's tough. I don't know. Does Dom have a thing for blondes? I don't think he does. So I would go with
Incorrect, Cherokee.
oh, man.
Incorrect, Buffy.
Ed says I call bullshit. Harry says none of them because there isn't a Funko Pop in any of them.
I think he's definitely going to go for the Star Wars reference. So A.
So
I don't
guess
know.
Sam's playing now. All right.
Man, well, I mean, I'm just thinking about it. What do I know about Dom?
So Solo says Dom prefers his women with a helmet.
I would say
That's
G.
a pretty buffed out slave Leia, though.
G doesn't have. I mean, one of the things these photos all have in common is that there's a lot of cleavage, but G doesn't have any cleavage.
Tyson says A, B, C, D, E, and F. That's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
So I would take
F.
G out. G's
Incorrect.
got to be out.
Close, but no cigar.
Yes. Terry is close. He's super close.
Man. So I'm going to say G is out. And well, probably C, drop C. That would be my guess.
A, B, C, D.
No, A, B, D. And
No,
E.
you're close. You're close, Gamma. You're close.
I would have guessed what Gamma would guess.
A, B, C, D, F. Terry got it. Show the next slide, Matt.
Matt gone.
And you can see
You can see his name.
Dom Tober, Olderman Fett. These are the ones that he picked.
Okay. Yep. I see the commonality. He doesn't like blondes.
Yeah, he's not a blondie.
He doesn't like blondes.
Dude, my game is not slop, dude. That shit's badass. So,
Good job.
Good job, Kyle.
nope. So who
Hey,
won?
that was a fun game. We got some kinks to work out, but that doesn't mean it's not.
So Terry won.
Terry won, yeah.
Good
All
job,
right, Terry. If hit up Pete, hit up the Renovision if he doesn't already have your address, if he's not sent you anything before, but if he hasn't, hit up Pete and he will send you
the book to J. Scott Campbell.
that was a good game. Now that we know the rules, let's play again.
Tune in next week for another rousing.
I didn't want to
edition of
give
What
too
Does
much
Tom
away.
Like.
It could have been 1, it could have been 5, it could have been 3.
I mean, that's something you got to let people know. I mean, that's pretty rough.
I don't have to let them know shit. It's my fucking game. I don't have to let anybody know a goddamn thing.
Well, then we're all gonna be scratching our heads, bro. This is just gonna be like,
No.
None?
It would have been process of elimination as we went through like we did.
Good job, Kyle.
good
Great
job,
game.
Kyle.
Fuck that shit. I'm never doing it again.
And now we turn it over to the outside looking in.
Yes, Pete gave the fucking book away for the thing, so just hit
All
up
right.
hit up the red. You can hit up me or the Renovision with your.
Why did everybody get muted?
I don't know.
Why did Kyle and Sam just get muted?
I didn't do it. I think they
That's-
froze.
No, Kyle's not frozen.
I'm not. No, the music started to play.
Yeah, there's no music playing.
Everybody
That's
got
weird.
everybody got muted
That's
and music
super
started
weird.
to play.
All right.
I
Outside
didn't
looking
change
in.
the goddamn rules.
You did good, Kyle.
Fuck
The
that shit.
rules.
All right. We have G.I. Joe number 22. Pete says the first appearance of Duke is slowly starting to sell a bit as excitement builds for the Skybound new series. Prices are all over the place as there are cheap copies under $10 moving, as well as many selling for $20 to $25. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more copies sell for this first appearance as we approach the release of Duke's solo series. I guess that kind of baffles me as far as like, why is the first appearance in one of the character in one series from Marvel having an effect on the first appearance of the character in a Skybound series? Like,
Who knows?
I don't understand how those correlate to like, oh, well, I got to buy that to boost this.
I don't know. Have Sam make the rules.
Sam made the rules, and then he left.
Church stepped in.
I
Have
don't know.
Sam make the fucking rules.
But
I don't know.
I guess if you're that excited for the first appearance of Duke in the Skybound G.I. Joe, you can go get your hands on G.I. Joe number 22 for $20 to $25. I won't be doing that, but to each his own. Up next, we have Spider-Man number 7. Also double the value of the previous weeks with about 50 sales, but maintaining that 30 to 45 price point for raw spoiler variant. The regular cover A is also selling again as Spider-Boy is finally here with his own solo series. Did you like it? Do you think Spider-Boy will hang around? Time and sales will tell. I liked it. I bought it. I feel like it definitely showcases, and we'll see it in a later segment. It definitely showcases how Marvel as well as DC and all these other companies are running out of villain ideas and names for villains. But
Thank you, AOA.
I don't know.
I didn't realize that maybe that's what he was asking.
I don't know why this particular variant is the one that keeps going crazy, but
I'll be right back.
who knows?
I don't know.
Kyle left.
Yep.
Next up, we have Captain America #1, second print, the 1 in 25, as AOA creams his pants. I don't like putting a single sale on the list, but there aren't many of these out there. So $100 sale this week for this 1 in 25 incentive is notable, as it's even an increase on a $75 pre-sale a couple weeks ago. We'll see if any more move at this price in the days ahead, as there are only a couple out there available, and those are looking at up for $100 to $260. This is a solid cover. You can still get the cover price first print if you want and don't mind the trade dress. But those looking to invest in those ratio second prints are paying quite the premium out the gate for these days. That's a badass cap cover. That cap cover is garbage. This cover is absolute doo-doo.
Yeah. Almost like an animated cap in its face.
Well, not only does it look like an animated, is this a Ramos cover? It gives me Ramos vibes. Is this a Humberto Ramos cover? Because, goddamn, his shoulder is out of place. His face
So got
looks
a little
like,
head.
huh?
He has a little head.
Yeah, he's got a little head. His stance here, it looks like they took 3 different images and put it together to make this one, because his lower body and torso don't match. It's just a terrible cover. My chin hair is garbage. I appreciate that. Fucking fat boy neckbeard over here. I don't care. But yes, this cover is butthole. If you're paying $100 to $260 for this book, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Doo-doo, son. It looks like he's wearing a diaper. His shoulder was dislocated. All right, Tyson. Cap nuts on Front Street. Next up, we have Marvel Team Ups 14, a non-middle response from the showrunner for Invincible about the possibility of a crossover with Spider-Man. Have people going back to this book the last 2 weeks? Yep, fat boy neckbeard. That's right. Raws find themselves anywhere between $50 to $100. A CGC 9.6 sold for $190 this week, with it up from 140 average. A fun book if you can find it, and we'll see how this one does in the coming weeks as Invincible Season 2 Part 1 premiered is back. I like the first episode so far and can't wait for more. I did too. They introduced a villain that sends him into the the Marvel universe. So
that cover would be cool if it looked like he's sticking his finger in his butt.
Yeah.
Then I'd pay $50 for it. Is he sticking his,
I don't know
sticking
where I got
his
it,
finger
but I
in
got one.
Spider-Man's butt?
Sure.
Sure. Yep. Well,
my fat boy neckbeard Friar Tuck looking ass would not pay $50 to $100 for this book. So, but
yeah, no.
Moving on, we have White Widow #1, 1 in 25. So the Hughes is selling just above ratio at 25 to 30, with about 20 sales the last week. Sure, most were pre-sales, but even since release, the price has maintained. What's interesting is that this 1 in 50 Lyrics Lee is selling for less in many cases, as a bunch sold for only $24.99. We've seen a couple times the last few months where certain variants don't spike in price in weeks one, but have sold volumes. Then once copies run out, the prices rise up to meet the new demand. We saw this with the last 2 Art Adams incentives. So not saying that will happen here, but it's worth noting how the market has reacted the last few weeks / months. I don't know. This cover is boo boo butthole too.
Yeah, that is.
I'd much rather own the honorable mention for this versus this one, which is White Widow, the 1 in 100 Art Germ. This is a nice high ratio instead of art by Art Germ, but only 2 sales this week. Didn't feel like enough to call this hot, so it ends up on the outside looking in. 1 sale was a pre-sale on 10/30, and the other an accepted best offer on 11/2, as both sales were at small premiums around $130. There's a handful available and some at auction, but looks to still be pretty close to ratio if you want to buy one. Like the 1 in 25 above, maybe this will be a slow gainer and find itself on the main list in the weeks ahead. But for now, it's just one to watch. I would definitely take the Art Germ
Oh yeah.
over the 1 in 25.
Yeah.
I mean, it's White Widow, so why is she on the cover looking like Natasha? Like, did we forget who White Widow is here? I don't know. The Art Germ is much better.
It is much better.
But that is your outside looking in for this week. That is the books that did not quite make Pete's Hot 10 list. So yeah, there you go. You can rush out and buy those and see if maybe they make the list next week. And you can get a gainer there. And then we're gonna roll right into first appearances of the week. Watch your ears. How does that go again, Kyle? All right, so going back to what I was talking about with the Spider Boy, this week at Spider Boy number 1, we have the first appearance of Gutterball, a bowling-themed villain, and the first appearance of Hell If I Know. Here's Gutterball, and here's Hell If I Know.
Hell no.
A rhino slash elephant
stupid.
and a dude in a bowling shirt and a bowling mask.
Fucking stupid.
With a gun that shoots bowling pins. Like I said,
your lane.
Villains are ideas on villains are becoming very weak.
People are buying this shit.
That President Nixon as a rhino.
I bought it, and I bought your favorite cover, Kyle.
Oh, the Headless Horseman cover.
The negative space.
Ugh. Terrible cover with terrible shit inside of it.
And then we have Ultimate Universe, the return to the Ultimate Universe. First appearance of Maystorm has the ability to affect weather, which is actually a peek at Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men. So it's a character from her run in Ultimate X-Men that she's starting to do. So there you go.
I like that Peach Momoko.
That is a good yes. Even though it's funny how it looks very much like Storm. And her name's Maystorm.
Why? Because there's lightning behind her?
And the white hair and the fact that she controls weather.
And the fact that she strikes a frog with lightning.
Sure, we'll go with that. All right. And next up, we roll into Kyle for Tales from the Spinner Rack.
Last week I did Crisis versus Flashpoint. We didn't put them up, so nobody voted. So
Pete didn't put these polls up?
No.
He's the one that was like, "Oh, I don't need you to remind me because I was here, so I'll remember these polls." So Pete basically,
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it.
That's what Pete said.
So whatever. Right. One of them might have won. Who knows? So this week I'm doing
Court of Owls.
Thank you, Sam. Do you want to go ahead and just do the segment?
I mean, you just kind of fell asleep in the middle of your sentence. So just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Go ahead, Sam.
Go, Kyle. Stop falling asleep. Let's go, man. Do it, dude.
Oh, you fucking got it, dude. You started it. Fucking finish it.
No, you started it, and then you didn't finish it. So just finish it.
Pass. I'm fucking out. Fuck you guys.
All right. So we had Absolute Court of Owls versus the Superior Spider-Man. I like both of these.
Yeah. I like the way the Superior Spider-Man ended, but Court of Owls had a good full run. I think so. I would give the push to Court of Owls just based on that.
Yeah, I like because we got Talon, we got the Court of Owls. Like you said, I'd probably have to go with Court of Owls too. Like I like the Superior Spider-Man. I feel like Dan Slott and Spider-Man hit a very rough patch for a long time moving up to this. I feel like Superior Spider-Man kind of gave the Spider-Man and Dan Slott the shot in the arm that the series needed.
It did.
But also the Court of Owls book actually kicked off the Batman New 52 stuff, and Scott Snyder's writing at time on Batman, and was, I think, very pivotal book where it's, you're seeing the Court of Owls be used a lot more now and become more of a mainstay. I'm gonna go Court of Owls on this one. As much as I like Superior Spider-Man, I think Superior Spider-Man doesn't offer as much as Court of Owls did.
Yeah. I think Court of Owls has a better chance of getting adapted into something than Superior Spider-Man. Also,
Well, I mean, it already has.
it already has
shows and games, and so yeah, I've definitely got Court of Owls, I think.
Yeah,
but so we'll make sure Pete puts these polls up, and you guys can go vote on the Tales from the Spinner Rack on the Renovision community tab, and yeah. So next week we have Hot Chick of the the 90s. We had God, I can't think of her name right now.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes, thank you. And Sarah Michelle Gellar. Katie Holmes got smashed at 133 votes, 36 to 64% in favor of Sarah Michelle Gellar. So it looks like Kyle is switching gears and going to best sci-fi movies of all time. In this first one, he's doing Inception versus Interstellar.
Oh, wow. That's a good
wow.
one. That's a tough one.
For me, it's Inception because Interstellar was just fucking long and crazy boring.
I love Interstellar. That's probably one of my favorite movies. That's a great movie.
I'd have to watch Inception again. I can't remember if I watched the whole thing or if I fell asleep or
both Nolan movies.
Yeah, both Nolan movies.
BK says Inception.
Mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
Interstellar is the one where he goes back in time, right? At the end, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Doesn't he like eerily watch his kid through a bookshelf or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
doesn't he get like sucked into a black hole?
He goes into a black hole on purpose with a robot, and they're trying to capture some information so they can send it back to Earth in order for them to use that information to save humanity.
Yeah.
And
Dave Crystal says Kyle just rage quit like they do on video game chat rooms.
They're surprised by what they see in the black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie like you, Sam. So, but I'd have to watch Inception again to see how they stack up.
It's a dream within a dream,
right?
I don't know. I like Inception a lot. I like Interstellar. Interstellar's just long, man. So long.
Yeah.
So while you're over there checking out your Fix and Renovision content this week, make sure to hit that community tab and vote in all of our polls this week. We'll roll right into TV show showdown. Last week we had The Gimp and Boy Meets World versus The Wonder Years. 84 votes, 38% to 62% in favor of The Wonder Years.
Wow.
The Wonder Years smashed. So the older brother takes down the little brother. And now we've got The Last of Us for this week versus The Walking Dead.
Interesting.
For me, it's The Walking Dead, 100%.
We're judging it as a whole, not like first season versus first season.
Yeah, it's just as a whole.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
there's a
intrigued
lot
by
of-
Last of Us. I'm interested to see where it goes. I enjoyed it. Walking Dead, I watched it for quite a while until I fell off of it.
The Last of Us is one of those series that, I like you said, I liked, but I wasn't like, it wasn't a series that I was like, oh man, I've got to watch this as it airs. Like I can't. It was one that I would record and then come back to, like on maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday when
yeah.
a night I didn't have regular shows to watch on TV. But Walking Dead was one that every Sunday 9 o'clock I was in front of my TV ready to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Walking Dead in the chat is stomping Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead in the stomp, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's been around way longer. I think there's a lot of more emotional attachment to that show.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was wondering if it was just the first season versus first season. Yeah, I mean, Walking Dead has a great fan base.
I think any way you slice it, even if it was first season versus first season, like The Last of Us was good, but there's nothing compared to that first season of The Walking Dead.
No. Yeah. I'm intrigued by, like I said, I'm intrigued by Last of Us. I watched it because it was kind of part of the conversation that we were having at the time. I didn't hate it, but I'll continue to watch it just to kind of stay in that conversation, I suppose. But Walking Dead, maybe I'll go back to it one day and watch all the spin-offs. I'm probably going to watch the Daryl Dixon one, the Walking French Dead there.
I've not been able to watch more than one episode of the spin-offs, but I don't know, I've kind of lost my Walking Dead affair.
Is it too much for you now? Too many spin-offs?
It's not just that. I just think it lost its interest. Like just the way they ended the series and how they drug out the last season, and it just kind of ruined it for me. So it was rough to try and get through the final season, but
do you think if they make that movie that they keep talking about, that it'll invigorate anything for it?
No, I don't
think it'll just.
I mean, I think it will, because like Rick, it's Rick and Michonne. The series kind of dies after Rick leaves, so it's like, all right, so you want to see what happens with Rick, so you're gonna go back to that just for as unfinished business, but
yeah,
we'll see. If it comes on like TV, I will, but if it's like where you have to get the AMC Plus or whatever, I'm not gonna spend the money on it.
Yeah,
I'll find other ways to watch it.
Yeah.
But all right, so with that, we will hand the show over to the capable hands of Styx as he takes you on another trip through the time tunnel.
All right. So this week, we're all done with Halloween. So this week I chose to do a few military covers for Veterans Day next week.
Nice.
So first off, we had from 1943 Military Comics number 24 with the Blackhawks inside of it. Blackhawks are a pretty popular military band in the DC world. This book has 16 graded, 2 9.6s, 4 8.0s, 2 6.5s, and the lowest being 4.5. As far as sales went, there was only a couple of ungraded sales this year, $48 and one for $115 from Heritage. Next up is G.I. Joe number 27. This is the Ziff publication, G.I. Joe, 1953. This only has 3 graded at a 7.0, a 5.0, and a 2.5. There were 4 sales, 2 this year, one for $14 and another for $25. Star Spangled War Stories. Now, you can't tell me you don't like pterodactyls and white gorillas fighting military people.
I love it.
I mean,
I actually love that.
Whoa.
so Star Spangled War Story number 111 from 1963. 6 graded on the census. 9.2, a 9.0. Lowest grade is a 4.0. There was a healthy number, it was a handful, we'll say, of sales ungraded, a $5, a dollar. One that sold for $20. It was a really nice copy. And
Like how you weren't willing to commit to that handful or to that healthy. You're like a healthy handful. I'm not committing. I'm not committing to this.
Now, healthy. If it was the full page, yeah, that would have been healthy. $20, 6, and a 9. Up next is War is Hell number 6 from November of 1973. 15 graded in the population, 198. 496s, 594s, and the low is a 6.0. Ungraded sales range about $15. The last one sold for 10. There's a $4 sale, which I'm surprised they didn't go for more because they actually mentioned Hitler in there. Usually that picks up a little bit. People tend to gravitate towards those kind of symbols for these older.
Hitler to die at dawn.
Yeah.
Comic book.
Hitler, swastikas, those kind of books kind of sell. $3.99 at a $20 sale back in March. And there was a 9.8 sale this year that sold for $987. That's, yeah. And as you see on the census, that was the only 9.8 on the census. So that sold for $987. G.I. Joe number 17 from November of 83. This has 126 graded on the census, 33 9.8s, 37 9.6s, 16 9.4s. Lowest on the census is a signature series 4.0. Ungraded sales come in about, I'd say about $9. $11.99 in the last one. $12.99, 3, and $18.95 there back in July.
No love for Snake Eyes origin, huh?
Yeah, it's not. It's a part origin because then issue 23 and 24 tell the full origin for Snake Eyes. So it's kind of a flashback for Snake Eyes in that issue, more than a origin story. 298 sales, 306 back in June, and 494 back in 22 in January. And that's it for the time tunnel this week.
Nice work.
Sticks. All right, now we're rolling into Hot Chick of the Week. Is Kyle left? I don't know who this is.
That's the girl who owns Clifford the Big Red Dog.
We'll go with that.
Emily Elizabeth. Her name's Emily
Emily
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. That's Hooters LaRue and Chesty McFride.
But
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is because it's Kyle.
Her name's Emily Elizabeth. That's for real.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice dog. Nice set of puppies you have there, Emily Elizabeth.
Okay, Jerry Lawler.
And then for What the Fuck Story this week, we have Florida teacher shows fourth graders unrated slasher flick Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Fourth grade students at a Miami school had an unsettling spooky season experience when the teacher screened the horror flick Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. The film, which follows Winnie and Piglet on a violent spree after Christopher Robin leaves for college, was screened for a class of fourth graders at an academy of Innovative Education Charter School in Miami Springs, Florida on October 2nd. Parent Michelle Diaz expressed her frustration feeling abandoned by the school and blaming the innocent on a careless teacher. The movie reportedly played for only 20 to 30 minutes before it was stopped. He didn't stop the movie, even though there were kids saying, "Hey, stop the movie. We didn't want to watch this," said Diaz, adding that some children were impacted by what was screened. The students allegedly picked up the unrated film, but Diaz emphasized that it was the teacher's responsibility to review the content and make an appropriate choice.
Oh man, that's awful. Oh jeez, poor kids. I don't want to watch this. I'm in danger. In the fourth grade, those are 9-year-olds. Talk about 9-year-old kids.
Why is Winnie the Pooh killing those people?
Miss Hoover, I don't like this.
Yes, they all just turned into Ralph Wiggum, apparently.
Oh man, those poor kids. It took 20 to 30 minutes for them to realize.
I doubt they were like, "We should stop this. Let's stop this." There was probably one kid that
Teacher was like, "I'm just gonna set it and forget it. I'm just gonna get out of here. I gotta go hit the loo."
Yeah. It's awesome. I would have been down for it. I wish that would happen in my school when I was in school. But all right. That's it. That is our show this week. I want to thank everyone in the chat for hanging out. Remember to make sure you head over to the Renovision channel. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to leave a like on this video on your way out. Comment below if you
Hit that
feel like
bell.
you need to comment something. Yeah, hit that bell so you get all the notifications. And make sure to vote in the polls while you're on the Renovision page, enjoying all the great content that this channel puts out, from the Star Wars show tomorrow night to the flagship show and the TAC show on Wednesdays to the Hot 10 on Fridays, followed directly by Get Off My Lawn. Make sure you check out Get Off My Lawn, and so you can see Sticks, and you can grill Dom on why doesn't he like blondes.
Yeah, ask Dom.
Blondes
ask
have more
Dom
fun.
about his
You got to ask Dom why he doesn't like blondes.
Insta lady preferences.
I do. I look like Chris Farley. I wish I looked like Chris Farley.
Big man in a little coat.
Fuck yeah, fat man in a little coat. Absolutely.
What polls? Yeah, well, it depends on it.
I like to think of I look more like Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Like if I take a shower and comb my hair straight back, that's all I see is Francis. Hi, Pee-wee.
Hi, Francis.
Yeah, that's all. Go with
Hi,
Francis
Francis.
and Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So
That's one of the trilogy.
yeah,
That's trilogy.
but make sure to check out Sticks on all of every fucking show he's on. All
Right.
49 of them.
Where's my business card with all my shows in?
Yeah, it was that.
You're
was that
on so
poster
many
you
shows
were
we can't
folding
fit them on
earlier.
them. Yeah,
It was
we
that
can't fit them on a
poster.
business card.
I got one of those card folders that just goes like this.
Sticks is a t-shirt, and on the back of it, it's like a concert. It's just got all the different shows listed on it that he's been on. Every time Sticks has been on a show, it's listed on there. Make sure to catch Sam over on Thresholds of Reality.
You know it.
When's your next episode? You guys still doing UFO stuff?
We're doing some true crime later this week.
Ooh, that should be interesting.
I guess it would be next week, but yeah, true crime next week.
Crime.
All right, and yeah. On that note, you guys have a great Saturday, and we'll see you right back here next week. Oh, actually, no, we won't. I don't think there's gonna be a show next week, unless Sam.
No show next week?
Yeah, unless Sam and you want to do it. I don't think there's gonna be a show next week.
I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah, I am too. It's my anniversary, and I got people, family, and shit in town, so I will not be here. And I think Kyle has family in town too, so we'll be. So maybe you'll get an impromptu Marco and Pete fuck about. Who knows?
Saturday night sticks.
Feeding each other octopus balls.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can tune in for the very first episode of Saturday Night Sticks. You know, where it's all Doctor Who all the time.
Come on in.
3 hours per doctor. Where Sticks will break down on whiteboards the difference between all the doctors.
Speaking of Doctor Who, don't forget tonight we time travel 1 hour back for daylight saving time.
We don't know about
You guys are
that
still
here.
doing that?
Yeah, we're still doing that.
Losers.
Get with the program.
Get with the program.
I mean,
no one does daylight savings time anymore.
95% of the country does it except Arizona. Who's the loser now?
You.
Still
are
you.
still the loser.
Still you. Yeah.
We do what we want.
I don't make the rules. I just follow it.
See, loser.
On that note, we turn it over to the Gimp and we say good night, everyone.
Good night.